Oh my goodness, we are live at the Big Festoon. This isn't just any normal conference, this is a show. If you truly want to be a business that is out there, that is going up, is growing, is a bit weird, wacky, and actually embraces all of that about yourself, the Big Festoon is something for you. We're going to give you a glimpse inside, and don't worry, we're going to tell you how you can be at the next one. Closed mouths don't get fed, and there is not a closed mouth in this room, I can guarantee it. It's a wrap. Hello and welcome back to the Big Festoon October Spooktacular 2025. I'm joined in the video podcast studio by the phenomenal duo that are Daniella and Collette. Hello ladies, welcome to the studio. Tell us who you are and what you do.
Hi, I'm Collette Thompson. I'm part of Iconic Foundations. We met at the Big Festoon back in March when we were sponsoring, and we are an investment company. We enable people to invest with us to grow their money and grow their wealth along with us as we grow our business. And one of the things that growing your wealth and making more money enables you to do is support good causes. And one of those causes really close to our hearts is Daniela Sutton Racing. Daniella is a phenomenal race car driver. She's 17 years old. She's gone through karting. She won the first ever junior scholarship, beating off 50 of the UK's top junior drivers. She's now raced for 2 years in the BRSCC Junior Championship, and she has just secured an F4 race team for next season.
Oh my goodness. I mean, and that's literally just launched, like 2 days ago we're talking.
Yeah, I had my launch event yesterday. The day before.
It's all blended,
the day
right?
before yesterday.
Yeah.
On Tuesday, and it was absolutely fantastic just to have all of my sponsors there. There were over 100 attendees. I had all of my sponsors, partners, people that have sponsored me or partnered with me in the past, prospective sponsors and partners there as well as my new team boss, ex-team boss, everyone you can think of. Some of my sponsors came up and spoke in front of everyone, and it was just a really good event to reveal the car and reveal what I will be racing for next season, and kind of host a business-to-business event in a way as well, and connect different people like the Big Festoon is doing here.
Amazing. So how did you get into racing?
So for my 6th birthday, my dad took me indoor karting at Team Sport Trafford, which was then known as Daytona Manchester. And it snowballed from there. When I was 12 years old, I got my Motorsport UK national licence for karting and raced race karts at like 70 miles per hour with no protection around you.
Okay.
Cool. And I raced that in the Daniel Ricciardo Series UK Championship up until 2023. Also, alongside that, had a championship win in the Total Karting Zero UK North Championship in 2022. And then beginning of last year, as Collette said, I won the BRSCC Fiesta Junior Scholarship, which was the first ever of its kind, competing against around 50 drivers from around the UK, from around the world. Some people came internationally, flew in internationally for it, and like the top spec drivers, and I won it. Which is absolutely fantastic, which enabled me to make that jump from karting into cars, being from a working class background. My dad's a HGV driver and my stepmom is a receptionist, so these partnerships and bonds that we build with companies and relationships and everything are so vital for me to be able to push into now what is the Viratools British Formula 4 paddock, which is absolutely fantastic for next year with Chris Dittman Racing.
Amazing. Collette, how did you get involved?
So Daniella's dad, Dan, he sent me a cold DM on LinkedIn 2 seasons ago now. I supported for the last 2 racing seasons, telling me about Daniella's story, what she was trying to do in making the leap from the karting to race the full cars. And the thing that really struck me that was in his message was around the statistics and the problems that we face as women. And it's the numbers are phenomenal, how similar they are. It's almost exactly the same. In the UK, in business, only something like 3% of all investment goes to companies led by female CEOs.
Wow.
And in the racing world, the numbers are exactly the same. Only around 3% of all sponsorship goes to female race car drivers, despite the fact it's one of the few sports where women can actually race toe-to-toe and go head-to-head with the guys. And that's what we're looking to change. We're trying to level the track, raise that money, because actually women in motorsport are doing brilliantly, and particularly at this young age where the teams, she took us on a hospitality day to Alton Park, and they showed us around, and one of the team principals was talking to us about how the data is key in all of the racing, but it's when a driver can articulate the slightest thing that lines up with the data. And as a 17-year-old, you've heard how articulate she is. That's what she's bringing, as being a phenomenal driver and all of that edge.
So we're talking the F series, the F driving. This isn't a men's league, women's league. This is driving together. So where are all the women? Like, is it just that 3% because they're not getting funding? Or?
So if you think of it like, I'm not quite sure what they'd call it in the business world, but like sort of a funnel.
Yeah.
I think it's something to do with like a marketing funnel or a funding funnel, something like that in the business world. It's you have X amount of females, X amount of males. There's still less females that go into the pool initially. And then each level you've got funding cuts off, and then you've got talent cuts off a few, and then you've got like a ratio of like 1 woman to 20 men or something like that at the end. So it's all about numbers and trying to beat the numbers game at the end of the day, which is what we're trying to do as a working class family as well, is trying to push through and make a breakthrough. So there is actually a series now which is F1 Academy, which is an all-female series that runs parallel and runs on certain Formula One weekends as a sport series, and it's to highlight female talent within the sport and kind of push to the forefront of motorsport that the high-level women are able to compete with men in the same realm. So so Formula 4. All of the Formula route is becoming progressively more and more common with females. So when I started karting indoors, I was the only girl there. I don't think I really ever I may have saw one other female racer girl without like my whole indoor karting career from the age of 6 to 12.
Wow.
So that's 6 years, and I saw like one of the girl that was trying to make progress. And obviously indoor karting is a starting point, as it is for many, but now you return back to indoor karting and corporate karting places, and you see lots of girls, or I've seen lots of girls that have their own gear and that are focused from the age of what I would have been, like 6 years old. And it's fantastic to see that the impact that the F1 Academy and that all of these initiatives like Females in Motorsport and everything else that are pushing for women, for there to be a modern Formula One female driver, because it is possible. It has happened in the past, and I hope to be the first female Formula One world champion. So
yes This is what we want, and this is what the Big Festoon and obviously the support from Collette is all about. And you said about, you know, your sponsorship event, bringing those businesses in, connecting them to each other as well, linking arms, as we say here.
Yep.
And this is what this is about, and we will grab all your details and make sure that opportunity is there to be on this journey with you. So we'll grab all of those details, put them in the show notes below as well. I mean, underline, I hear that women are better drivers, men are scared, and so they don't keep them in the sport. But
pro rata, women do better than men, that I've seen. So, for example, myself, there were 3 girls in the Daniel Ricciardo Series Championship. 2 of them were in the top 4.
Wow.
So pro rata, really, women are doing better than the men,
and have to, you know, work harder at it and try harder and do all of those things. And the same, the launch event was just phenomenal and put together by Rachel and Dan, Daniella's dad and stepmom. And as you say, lorry driver, receptionist, they created something not dissimilar to this. So there are 100 businesses connected. There was an ITV presenter that led the interviews. He interviewed your previous team principal and the current team principal, and all three of them were blown away and said, we've never seen a launch like this. You are setting the bar and you're driving things up. But that's what they're having to do, is go above and beyond, because that sponsorship isn't there and readily available. You've got some phenomenal sponsors on board now, haven't you? And we had a chat with a guy. The CEO was interviewed at Alica Bank. They are now sponsoring. That's a fantastic partnership. We've got some sponsors that go on 3-year deals because they're seeing the benefit of working together. And again, something that we'll put in the show notes if it's okay. Alica Bank have said they're a specialist bank for businesses, and if they set up any businesses from Daniella's referral code, which I'll get over to you, they will increase what they're sponsoring. They'll put in £2,000 extra per new bank account, which will be phenomenal.
Wow, that's huge. And you are leading the way for the women in the F Series. I mean, that's amazing at 17 as well. I mean, my son pointed out to me, who's 12, a big F1 fan, and was very much like, can I meet her? And I was like, not before me. But he was like, can she even drive on the UK roads yet? Like, so, have you passed?
Yeah, I passed my driving test last week, which was great, and I got one minor, which was for clearance, which is basically I passed a parked car too close. Yeah, understandable, because we are like door to door in racing, so wheel to wheel, you know.
I bet you was like, I was well off. There was loads of room.
I didn't even realise. He also said that it was when my examiner said it was when, because I was complaining because it was raining, it was heavy, and it was this windy road and people were speeding. It was like a 20 down this road, and they were probably going about 40, and I was complaining about the speed that people were doing, and the examiner was like, it was when you were complaining about other people's speed that you got your minor. And he said yeah, it's fine. So my test went really well, and we're just glad that I can drive now, because it opens a lot more doors and avenues. And like, I think my dad's in work today. I think he floats about. His work patterns are a bit everywhere, and my stepmom, she's at work as well, so to get here by myself, instead of getting on a train and arranging for Collette to pick me up, it's opened a lot more doors, which it makes it easier, if that makes any sense.
She drove herself here today. She drove one of her sponsors to the station after the event on Tuesday.
This is it.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Daniella, I'm so excited for you. Collette, thank you for introducing us as well. We will grab all those links. We'll put them in the show notes. This is the person to come and watch, support, and see, and be ready, because, I mean, I'm sure Hamilton will be out by then, but Hamilton, she's coming for you.
Watch this space.
Ladies, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.